No, no, that's not a potion bottle. Look, I was confused by the cursed mirror. Okay, this potion bottle is absolutely a toilet plunger. I don't know. Let's just move on. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back or welcome in. My name is Astrawix. I live right here on YouTube, playing all kinds of narrative puzzle and indie games, story focused things to sort of relax and chill and hang out while we play these games. At the moment, we're playing Whisper of the House, which is this sort of narrative puzzle unpacking style game where we're kind of doing tasks for the community and uncovering a sort of mystery that's kind of going on around us at the moment. There seems to be some very strange goings on. So at the moment we're just kind of trying to figure out what's kind of occurring here at the moment. If you'd like to catch up with what we've been doing so far, I will leave a link to the playlist in the description below. So do go and catch up on episode 1 and let's carry on. This week, we will be looking at going to the bakery and helping Cheryl. Is that we got request letter from Cheryl? Let's remind ourselves where we were. Request letter from Cheryl says, "Hi there, I'm Cheryl. I just rented that little shop by the street and plan to turn it into a cozy bakery, selling sweet treats to people passing by. It's not a big space, but I hope everyone who walks in can feel a bit of happiness in the air. I'd love your help getting this little dream started and setting everything up." Well, Cheryl, listen, I am more than happy to help with unpacking your bakery, but first and foremost, we are going to need to check your attic to check that there's nobody living in it. Quite frankly, that was not a surprise that I was expecting when we were unpacking somebody's nice apartment last time. So I feel like not only are we sort of task rabbiting here, but we are also something of a town safety officer. Or otherwise working on making sure. Perhaps we're going to be a vigilante by the end of this story. Who's to say? We do have some more mail, so let's check that first of all. Yeah, this seems fine. This seems absolutely safe. Nothing wrong. I'm just close that. Nothing wrong there. I'm just gonna walk slowly away from that mailbox. This guy has an arrow over his head. Hello. Oh, I have a shopping basket. Welcome. One furniture surprise bag costs 10 vouchers. A total bargain with a dash of surprise. Oh no. Oh no. I am a sucker for a blind box or a mystery bag or something of that ilk. This is bad news, frankly. Join the 10 times draw now. 10x draw now. Guaranteed to get a new item you don't already own. Don't miss it. Well, sir, I own very little. Our apartment looks awful at the moment. So each surprise bag contains one hand-picked home item. Try your luck and fill your space with comfort and charm. We also offer home delivery for furniture. Everything goes straight to your storage. Great, because I do not wish to lug a sofa from here to my apartment. It's just across the courtyard. But even so. Mr. Tree's Furniture Store. Okay, a standard furniture mystery box for 10 vouchers. We have 3,600. Ooh, deluxe furniture mystery box. 100 vouchers. Contains 10 basic furniture. With a chance of exclusive themed furniture. Okay. Ultimate furniture mystery box for 500. Each box contains 50 basic furniture with a chance of exclusive themed furniture. There seems to be a lot here on offer. Given that this is the second episode, let's open a couple of these boxes and see what we get. But I won't spend too long on these, especially if they contain like 50 pieces of furniture. So let's have a look. We got a dark grey metal locker. Just what I want for my cozy mezzanine apartment. That sounds great. I'm glad that it exists. I'm not sure we will use it much. Let's try the 10 furniture one and see how that goes. Well, now, this is more fancy. Let's see. A bar counter with an ambient light. Everybody loves a lighting strip. Wooden bathtub. Cozy. Retro. Very vintage. Love that. Modern window. Now, I didn't see us being able to change or move windows in any of the buildings we've been in so far, so I wonder if that becomes a feature later on. Lake blue metal faux leather chair. Lovely. A rosewood 3-tier shelf. Looks very familiar to an IKEA piece of furniture that I have had in my house for at least 10 years. Orange leather swivel stool. Who doesn't love a spinny stool? Not I. I love. Small stool. A rosewood shoe bench. I believe we have something similar already. This very fancy bamboo sofa. And this cornice sofa. Well, that certainly gives us some more options in our apartment. Now, this contains 50 basic furniture, so this might be a lot, but I will do this once. If I do more than that, I might do it kind of off camera, but we shall see. Ooh, okay. All right, so we've got a short cabinet. I, too, am a short cabinet. Rosewood elephant leg chair. Very nice. Another cornice sofa, so now we have a matching pair. A cyber window. Hello. Can we go all cyberpunk on this situation? An oak storage shelf. That's a bit more attractive than some of the storage shelves we've seen so far. Orange faux leather swivel chair. Now we've upgraded from a stool now. Cloud storage cabinet. Cloud as in... I see. Yeah, it's sort of cloudy shaped underneath. It sort of looks like a what are those things called? The little sheet skirts around a bed. Handmade bamboo chair. A snowflake wooden chair. It looks like it's got a snowflake on it. And those legs kind of look candy cane-ish. So I wonder if there's like a Christmassy sort of set. A bowl rack. We've got a lacquered coffee table. A teak bedside table, which I think is similar to the one that's in the apartment we did last time. A red ceramic toilet. Now, there's nothing I love more than a deeply inappropriately coloured bathroom 3-piece suite. Moonlight ceramic tile chair. A white stone chair, you know, if you really want to go for that chunky feel. A gear stool. I'm not sure what that means. Charcoal black gothic railing. Are we putting railings? Are we going to get to build? Is that like a... Oh, do we just build new buildings? Because, like, I don't really see railings fitting much. Although there's a railing in our mezzanine level, so maybe that's it. I wonder if we get a bigger apartment at some point. Okay, this gear mirror looks kind of steampunky. I think that's probably part of the same set. I think that's what they're going for there. Although that doesn't really look particularly steampunky. I suppose as a whole they will. Another railing. This one's Chinese rosewood. An 18 by 18 plot. So yes, I do think perhaps we will be getting some building abilities at some point. A cyber chair. I mean, that's generous calling this square pad a chair. Jade stone toilet for when you really want to feel fancy. Jade is expensive. Like, one pendant is a lot of money. A whole kind of cistern and toilet lid seat made of jade is extravagant in the least. Light yellow storage shelf. I'm getting distracted here. White rock sink. I guess this fits the jade theme here. We've got a round hanging mirror. A gear along partition. Again, with the steampunk theme, I'm not sure what that's going to look like in practice, but I guess we'll find out. A bar stool. A 3-tier bookshelf. A Chinese style screen. Love that for splitting up spaces. Maple chair with cushion. We've got a Mediterranean acrylic chair. Just don't leave it in the sun or it'll be bendier than that. A gear safe. Now, if we're getting safes and things, we're gonna have we can expand beyond your average 2-bed 2-bath kind of domestic arrangements, perhaps. Oak cushioned chair. That doesn't look like much of a cushion, honestly. Another gear mirror, so we can get dupes in the same box. A white coral chair. A modular bookshelf. Dark red drawer. Herbal cabinet. Now we're talking. That's kind of where I'm at. Another tile chair. A wicker stool. A black Gothic fireplace. Hello, I'm seeing an aesthetic forming here that we might want to lean into. We've got a plastic stool, a red ceramic bunny bathtub to go with our red ceramic toilet. And when I see red ceramics, definitely bunnies is the theme that I'm thinking of. Gear sofa, which genuinely looks like the most uncomfortable thing ever to have been committed to Pixel. Another snowflake wooden chair. Is that we had was it a chair we had before? Candy cane legs and a snowflake design. Leather top wooden stool, a large cabinet. Some of these could definitely go in multiple kind of themes, I think. Which is good because sometimes you get these decoration games and they have a theme and they really won't mix and match. But this, to me, this looks like we could probably mix and match to a point. Chocolate upholstered bar stool. Another swivel chair. Avocado green tablecloth. I mean, if we could go for like a foresty, naturey theme, that might be fun. Lightwood hanging rack. We've seen a few of those before, I think. And that's it. That's all she wrote for this box. So we have now got some more options for decorating. So that will be fun at some point. If it turns into a whole thing, I might do some of that off camera and give you a tour when I've done a bit more. But I'll certainly do some decorating in these recordings. As we have some more mail, let's check that before we go off to work. No, I didn't want to walk in here really, but ooh, look, we've got a present, gift, exclamation mark, gift. But why is there dog hair on the wrapping paper? That's a good question. It's a Shiba pillow. I bet that came from Luna from doing her job that she paid us to do. I too like to send gifts to people that were just doing their job. It's a Shiba pillow. Old message forwarded from Luna. Did you get it? I hope you like it. There's also a vinyl record, but I don't have a record player. It's yours. Luna, I don't have a record player either. This is a whole body pillow. Which is incredibly comfortable, but it's like... That's taking up like a full half of my bed. If the empty gift box is taking up space, you can open storage and put the boxes away. Remind me how to open storage. There we go. Can I... Okay, I just dump it. That's fine. So we have a record label, a record here that says Brand New Life. I don't really have a record player or any surface to put it on. Oh, it can go on the wall though. Should we just look like we're a recording studio? We'll just get a load of vinyl records and put them on the wall like we're really posturing. We'll never listen to any of them, but we'll put them up on the wall so that people know that we're really cool. That's the vibe there. Oh. Okay, let's... I'm having one of those days, I think. I have to say, I don't love the like moving between spaces controls. I'm really enjoying the game, but those controls could use some work. 1,000 vouchers for, you know, even more furniture. Housekeeping. Exciting news from the HR department. HR department? Who do we work for? Is this like housekeeping? Just a company called Housekeeping. Dear Astrawix, congratulations, you've been officially promoted to skilled organizer. It's about time somebody recognized my skills and prowess, frankly. Yeah, don't tell me what to do. I will chill out when I want. Your hard work and performance have been highly recognized by the company. Which company? We're not going to say. We're proud of you. Oh, thank you, Housekeeping. I feel personally and emotionally supported by you, my strange company that apparently has hired me. To celebrate, we're awarding you 1,000 in voucher. That's definitely a sentence. Keep up the great work. More challenges await you ahead. Whisper Town community notices. Redacted department. Nothing bad ever came from redacting the name of a department. Alright. it's night time. Let's have a bit of a wander around. Can I pet the kitty? Oh, I can pet the kitty. Is there a dog, though? I haven't seen a dog yet. Let's have a bit of a wander around, because we have... we've not really walked around the town very much, and we've definitely seen some things that perhaps could bear some investigation. Point in note, I think, is probably this giraffe, which I spotted at the end of the last episode. We keep running into these kinds of glitchy things that they seem to be out of space or out of time or otherwise cursed. So let's see. Well, we fixed that. Did that number change? I don't know if that number was definitely higher. So it's going down. Okay, good to know. If we find anything else, we'll check this number. More vouchers. Good work, us. We got Happy Fizz metal. Is that a decoration item, or do we drink it? Can you see my inventory? Not from here. Okay. Can we fix this? We can fix this. Not only do we unpack people's houses for them, but we also are responsible for fixing the town, apparently. Crumpled paper. Great. I'm sure that's fine. We absolutely do need to continue digging through bins. What's going on around here? Madam, are you aware that it is well past sundown and you're lying on the beach in a bikini with sunglasses? You seem to always be around here. Do you like watching the sea too? I do, but I wonder how much sea you can really see, so to speak. Ooh, can we dig these up? Oh, ancient sea anemone fossil. That is awesome. Can we dig these up as well? Can I get more? Heber meteor. This is so cool. I collect fossils in real life. I can't just dig them up off the beach though. Twine hoop. That's actually not true. You can, if you're in the right area. Certainly in the UK, you can find fossils on the beach. Physical properties of baking ingredients. Maybe the bakery would like that. Are these tents? People just camping on the... I hope. Hello, are you in there? It's the middle of the night. I'm just going to shake your tent. I'm sure that's fine. No one seems to be complaining about it. Have we got another... Oh, we've got another glitch up here, look. More shops. Okay, we'll do a middle box. What we get? What you get? We've got vibrant orange yoga mat. Exciting. A tatami. White long pile absorbent rug. Antique slate pattern rug. Moss green fleece rug. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, let's do a kind of natural foresty kind of environment. Wave carpet. Moss green oval long pile rug. Yes, more of that please. Vinyl record carpet. Pine pattern carpet. It looks like from this pixel kind of thumbnail, it looks a bit like one of those carpets that kids kind of put like cars and things on. Overlocked plum blossom pattern carpet. Overlocking is a way of making carpets, I think. I don't know for sure, but I think I remember that being a thing. Shh. Sage. Oh, Sage has a name. I'm on a secret investigation. Are you? Should we uncurse this this statue? Ooh, we got a pearl. I wonder what we can do with a pearl. That doesn't feel like something that we could just decorate with. I mean, I might be wrong. Let's go to the bakery. Let's see if we can't sort things out for Cheryl. I don't want that. I don't want an old sponge. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. Hi, Astrawix. I've already moved some things in. Well, I mean, if you want to pay me for half a job, Cheryl. Now I'll leave the room to you. Wait a second. Some of the stuff... Never mind. Just handle it gently. I'm going shopping. Just handle it gently. I'm going shopping. Once you're done, you can leave. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, well... this is the bakery. I assume it's like this is the kitchen. Scattered wrapping paper, which doesn't stack. Can we get rid of it? Oh, we can straighten it though. Oh, yeah, because absolutely what I want to do when I go to a bakery is for my cooked goods to be wrapped in paper that's been on the floor. I don't know about you. Let me know. Is that something that you look for in a bakery? Lovely. Very, very nice. And then we can put the bags next to them. Okay. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got a floor plan down here. So we've got baking room, we've got bedroom, and we've got bathroom. This is a dinky little living situation you've got going on here, Cheryl. This is not a large room, and you don't appear to having a living room so much. So you've just kind of got this little studio with this tiny little bathroom. Okay. Well, let's see the bathroom first. This doesn't really fit in here. Can I move it? No, I can't move it, but it is cursed. That's seems fair. You want to ask me a question too? What's Cheryl been asking you? Or is that a question? Okay. I can... Cheryl's favourite thing. Cake. Ian. Who's Ian? Hello, stranger. Okay. We seem to be on a bit of a loop there. Who's Ian and why does he know that Cheryl's favourite thing is cake? Alright, we've got milk body wash. Let's put that down on the bath. I will know, like, the glitchy things with the runes you can fix, right? Like, we were able to click on it. This mirror, though, hasn't got the runes, and clicking on it just enters this conversation. So I wonder if this is a separate thing than the glitchy, cursed kind of mystery thing that's going on here. So we appear to be in a world where both robots and magic appear to just be a thing that exists. Okay, watch me looking at my context clues. Alright, ivory cotton towel. I would like to hang that up by the sink, but there doesn't... Oh, we've got storage this time. There doesn't seem to be space on the wall for that, so I'm going to put it over here by the bath. A potion bottle? Like, no, that's not a potion bottle. Look, I was confused by the cursed mirror, okay? This potion bottle is absolutely a toilet plunger. I don't know. Let's just move on. We've got some toilet, some tissue paper. Actually, let's put that on there. Some soap. Let's put that by the bath. We've got multi-effect shampoo. Let's put that within reach of the shower. And then we've got sunscreen, which we probably don't need to apply in the shower, so we'll put it by the sink. Same for the facial cleanser, I think, probably. Then we've got tissue paper, large pack. Alcohol wipes, large pack. A stool. Oh, that looks like such a nice rug to stand on after a bath. Oh my gosh. I love the kind of bath rugs where you just get out and then just sink into. That's amazing. And then we've got toothbrush. Comment on my last video said 90 days is when you're supposed to change your toothbrush. I did not know that. I would have perhaps said more like 6 months. So, ew, gross. I now know that. Here we are in the bedroom / otherwise living area, I guess. Wait, what? Dark red magic circle rug, an unfinished ritual. Yes, I too think that unfinished rituals should be committed to house furnishings via the medium of embroidery. I do think that that is a safe and normal thing to do. We have a maple coffee table. This piece is from Ica's popular line of maple coffee tables. There. We have a teak decorative storage cabinet. Now, does this fit in here? It does. Good. And then a patchwork double shelf. Now, can we put that there? Yeah, look, it lines up with the other storage shelves as well. We've got a little woven carpet, like a doormat thing. I feel like we don't want to track flour into our living space, so let's put that in the doorway. A little plant. One little plant over here. And another little plant. I'd like them to go by the window, but we don't have any movable... Oh, we do have this. But that feels like it's sort of hanging over the bed over here, so... let's leave that there for, like, a bedside table sort of situation. Unless we need to use this for that. Shoes! I'm getting much better at recognising shoes in this game. Let's pop those over here. I feel like this could be like a utility area. Yeah, that seems fine. And then we've got a cult book set. Now, no wonder Cheryl's got like a cursed mirror. She's like messing with occult books and stuff. Flour and yeast. Like in a box? I think maybe these are books. Like about baking? Oh, we've got, yeah, like here's the soul of baking. That looks very like similar, so I think maybe those are books. This page is marked Cosmo Flowers can enhance emotional connection. That's nice. A collection of interviews with world-renowned dessert masters, diving into their creative spark and plating aesthetic. I feel like these are books. I don't think those are ingredients. And we've got French Blue Can Baking Bible. Yeah, they're books. This is a whole collection. Like physical properties of baking ingredients. 10 everyday pastries illustrated. And the science of baking. Any more? No. Okay, we've got a double portrait. It's that fits above the wardrobe space. The girl leans her head on shoulder of a man with pointed ears. Her smile bright and joyful. Do we have elves in this world? I kind of figured everybody was human, but I guess there's no real reason to think that. Gourmet's Guide to Baking, Volume 1. That doesn't seem to want to go kind of upright on a shelf. Maybe it's one of those awkward books that only lies flat. So let's put that up here. Wizard's Starhead figurine. Kind of looks like the Demigorgon. I feel like this is more of a collectible thing than like a magical occult sort of a thing. So I'll pop that up on here so it's like a display. Miko Hat Girl figurine, same thing. I'm going to put them together. And a purple decorative skull. Well, since we're kind of keeping decorative items on this side, we'll put it here. Does it have... touch the material, turns out it's just for decoration. Oh my god. That made me jump. This is not a scary game. It's not. But it is cursed. Well, that seems to have fixed it. So good. Little lamb plush. Now, I'd like to put that on the bed, but I suspect, based on what we've experienced before already, there's probably a cover for this coming. So let's wait and see if one comes out. A newspaper. Oh, this looks like a cutting. I think, like an article, because it's not lying down. A photo of Cheryl in the newspaper, the caption, "Sweet Revolution, a baking girl's bold experiment in breaking flavour." Yeah, it's like a cutting of hair. A note. It says, "Stay true to your heart. Go you." Okay, that's nice. I'd like to put that on the door. Can I put that? I can't put that on the door. Can I put it by the door? Nice little affirmation. Another one. This one says, double check that all windows and doors are locked before bed. That seems like less of an affirmation. I could be wrong. I mean, if that sparks joy, then, you know, more power to you. This is a newspaper. I think this is the sort that sits on a table. Town Daily reporting local news. That's what we've been reading in our mailbox. It's like a crystal ball. A cursed crystal ball. Grass green crystal ball evoking a sense of nature. Let's try and decurse that. Lovely. Oh. Okay. Let's not tell the client that we made it snow in her bedroom. Agreed? It did go snowy though, briefly. I wonder if that's just like she controls the weather. If it's raining, we blame Cheryl. Pass it on. Bedside lamp. Can we put that on there? We can. A seat cushion. You put that by the table. Yeah, here we go. Nice. Okay, is Cheryl a 1 or a 2 pillow kind of person? 2! My kind of girl. And a second seat. I think what I might do, might move these over. And then have like a... Yeah, that seems cute. A feather quill. Feather quill A. Specifically A. Okay. Green plastic trash bin. Let's put that over in the utility area. We've got purple jeans. Can you hang that up? Let's hang those up. And a white hoodie jacket. Same. Hopefully we don't have more than 2 items of clothing. Underwear detergent. Only underwear detergent though. Apparently that's all the laundry Cheryl does. Large wall-mounted star decoration. That's cute. I like that. Wall-mounted cross decoration. Again, very cute. I like that. Star decoration. Small wall-mounted star decoration. Ah, adorable. Another one. Oh, well, hang on. Can I hang it? I'd like to hang it from somewhere that makes sense. I don't love that, can I? Oh, is it like a mobile? Yeah, look at that. That looks nice. I like that. Okay. And then we've got the bakery room. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Alright, baking room. So we cleared up all of the the floor wrapping. So let's see if we can move things around a little bit. Alright, so we've got like a floor standing unit here. This is the doorway though. A note. Oh, another note. Maybe this is where we should put the notes. Let's see what it says. Wedding dessert table, main theme colour is champagne gold. Sample confirmation on Friday. Okay, so if we use this for like work notes, I feel like the affirmation still belongs in the bedroom, but I might move that one about like locking doors and things. 6-pack toast. Good. Milk toast. Will your abs vanish after eating this? Yeah, sure. If you eat too much bread, for sure. More toast. More toast. Some more bread. More bread. More toast. Any more? No, another note. It says, great, oh, hang on. Shiny butter. Used by... What is shiny butter, do we think? Is that just like really lustrous butter, or is it like magical butter? Because I'm, after cursed mirrors and pointy-eared boyfriends, I am beginning to second guess like the kind of lore of this world. A fruit and vegetable basket. Okay. A pretzel. You know what? Another pretzel. Good. We are now unpacking single pretzels. Who packed this box? Honestly. That seems fair. Another fruit and vegetable basket. I feel like if we can put it on here, we should We should fill it first and then move it. Some flowers. Grapes in the fruit and vegetable basket. Good, now we're unpacking just single grapes. From the same box that books were in. Books? No, like bread. Yeah, and then we've got like pretzels on top and fruit below. I don't know if that's how I would organise a kitchen, but... Canned strawberries. If your canned strawberries are baby pink, I think something somewhere has gone slightly wrong. Canned lychees. I don't like canned lychees. I've had them before, and honestly, I think they are gorgeous little beasts when they're fresh, but as soon as you kind of preserve them, they lose a little bit of that that really fresh taste. Not a fan. Canned grapes. I see also, like, preserved grapes, you're kind of drying them to make raisins and sultanas, right? Like, plump and juicy grapes soaked in syrup, 1 spoonful tastes like pure sweetness. I don't think I've ever seen grapes preserved that way. Bag of sugar. Like, sugar is notoriously heavy. Do we want to put it above eye level? But I feel like we don't have any cupboard space. We can't open any of these drawers or anything. So I feel like ingredients are going to have to go on these shelves, because I'm not sure there's anywhere else for them to go. A pan. Runs like a steam locomotive. I mean, I wasn't... They mean that literally. Wow. Wow. Baking brush for glazes and or sugar drenching. Stand mixer? Stand mixer. Cake mold. Oh, yeah, that definitely can go under there. A small baking knife. I don't know... That's not a small knife. By anybody's standards. I mean, it's the same size as the sink. Mind you, I don't think Luna would complain. Cake menu board. Are people supposed to come in here, or is this just where we cook? We'll put it on here for now. Cheryl's Cake Shop open sign. I don't think we can go out. I don't think we can put it on the outside. And we can't put it on the door, so I'm just going to put it above the door. Another note. This one says, VIP client, Mr. Lou's birthday cake, sugar-free, chocolate filling, pick up on Wednesday. Light yellow checkered cloth. Is that like a cleaning cloth? Now, if I was washing my hands at the sink, I'd like it to be behind me. That gets in the way of the drawer. So it's not aesthetically pleasing particularly, but I'm going to put it on, like on the fridge. Which we can't open, by the way. Beige apron. I feel like we can also hang that, because you're really only going to pick that up once in the day, aren't you? Broom. I could leave it here. It's kind of in the way a bit. I put it by the door. If someone tripped over it, absolutely that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. So we'll put it there. We'll kind of lean it up against the bread, I guess. Another note. This one says 4-inch plain chiffon, preheat to 130, bake for 30 minutes, then switch to 150 for about 10 more. Like, is this... I feel like that should be in a recipe book, really, but okay. Scissors. Alcohol, hand sanitizer. Commercial dishwashing liquid. A rolling pin. Cake stand. Let's pop this... Oh, can we hang it? Oh, that's good. Let's hang it up. Another fruit and veg basket. Put it in the corner. Eggs. Okay, here's the thing. We can't stack the eggs. We can't open the refrigerator. And given that that recipe was in degree C, I think it's we're not dealing with America here, so we don't need to refrigerate the eggs particularly. But also, I don't really want to put them above eye level. Do they fit in? They do fit in here. Maybe a bit more. Maybe that works. They're kind of near the stand mixer then. Bag of flour. Again, I really love lifting heavy bags of flour or sugar from above my head height. Wisdom milk. This is the same problem as with the eggs. I'm going to take this to mean that it's like long life or shelf stable milk. Bread basket. That's got a label on it, so I think probably we're to take the view that this is for like customers. Like that. Or maybe it's raw soft European bread. It's raw, it hasn't been baked yet. Another note. This one says, don't forget to pack up scraps for the stray kitties. Do stray cats eat bread? Or cake? I've never had a cat. Well, I have. But not since I was a kid. And I'm not sure that bread was high on the list of things that they ate. We got more raw bread. Raw dorayaki. I'm starting to think that the raw stuff should be in here. Like ready to be baked. Yeah, another raw dorayaki. Raw palmy. Raw egg tart. I'm sure these weren't going to get like squished or unshapen in a moving box. I'm sure it's fine. Raw croissant. See, they all fit, which suggests to me that that was the intended. Wow, that is a lot of baking paper powder. Look at the size of the flour. We've got 1 kilogram bag of flour. If we kind of like scale wise, we're looking at 1 bag of flour. And I'd say for this amount of flour, you'd maybe need a spoonful of baking powder. I feel like somebody has misordered here. Or that somebody doesn't quite know what it... it's fine. I'm just going to put that under here. Another one. More... more baking powder. So we have 3 bags of flour, 3 small bags of flour, and 2 enormous, larger than me bags of baking powder. And what I felt like I was saying there is really that we didn't have enough baking powder and that we needed more baking powder. So I'm glad that Cheryl has preempted that problem and has given us more baking powder. In fact, who's not to say that we couldn't have 1 extra, for the road. Another note. This one says, almond flour is expiring soon. Use it first for the macaron tests. Oh my god, I think we might be done with the baking powder. Fine. Bag of milk powder. We'll put that up by the milk. Yeah, I think definitely we were supposed to put these very heavy bags of produce right up by the ceiling. Almond powder. Bags of cocoa powder. I really hope there's no more produce because we're out of space. Oh, look at that. Well, it looks organised. It looks neat. Move that over a bit to hide the sink. But I feel like that's a good, clean bakery with enormous amounts of leavening agent. And, that's fine. Right, so let's settle this task. Excellent, you're born for this job. Well, I didn't want to say so myself. 520 vouchers, that's another mystery box at the higher end. Mystery gift 1. and 50 XP. I'm not really watching XP. I didn't honestly know until that point that we had XP. There's another box at home. Let's go see what's in it. Also, this has gone down to 35 again. I wonder what's putting our number down. At least it's unlikely that we're dealing with a gommage situation. More mail. Let's see. A request letter from Jane. Hey, what's up? I'm Jane, planning to open a punk rock style instrument store right in the heart of town. Love that for us. On opening day, I'm throwing a blazing underground show to honour my idols, the Rolling Bones. I see what you did there. But before that, I need to move in a piano, speakers, a drum set and a whole bunch of guitars. There's barely any time left to rehearse. I heard you're a moving pro. Hit me up when you're free. The coolest, Jane. It's a very punk instrument store. Jane, bestie, I think if you are referring to yourself as the coolest, I think you're probably not. But you know, that's just me. Here we are, right on the other side of town is Jane's store. I'm going to check that out. Probably next episode. Whisper Daily, another horror piece. Let's see. Shocking. Homeless man excuse me. Shocking. Homeless man found hiding in an abandoned secret room, just one wall away from the resident. Well, in fairness, we tend to be one wall away from our nearest neighbour. Just pointing that out. On August 23rd, the resident of a rental house on Whisper Street, number 7, reported unusual activity inside their home. Upon arrival, police discovered a hidden room adjacent to the bedroom, where they found a homeless man hiding. He was removed from the premises immediately. According to reports, this man had been secretly entering the abandoned space at night, through a hidden passage in the bathroom. When found, he was dressed in tattered clothes and appeared unkempt. The room was filled with makeshift living supplies, suggesting long-term occupancy. The man has since been taken to a shelter for assistance. And there, folks, is the real fantasy. A functioning welfare safety net. Daily Whisper. There's a popular hair-dye shop in town. That is more like the sort of rumour mill that a town should be reporting on. Sometimes the broom in the workshop flies on its own. Now that, given what we have discovered in the bakery with your cursed mirror and your pointy-eared boyfriend, perhaps is not so shocking. There's a green humanoid creature that starts wriggling eerily when it sees light. Now, this is what I'm talking about, Whisper Town. What? Why? You know, just on the rumour mill. It doesn't say where this creature is. Just, you know, FYI, there's a wriggling green creature in town. Just so you know. Where is this wriggling creature? I would like to stay very far away from it, please. More mail. Wow, this townsfolk love me. Luna, I literally just left your apartment. Hi, it's Luna back again. Have you read the latest newspaper? You really saved me last time. Thank you so much. Oh, and that secret room has already gone. I turned it into part of the bedroom, creating a larger space. My bestie has been talking about living together for years, and now it's finally possible. She's arriving any minute, but the house is still messy. I can't manage it myself, especially with Nyla jumping on and off the boxes and messing up the blankets I just folded. So, I'm counting on you, Luna. Luna, I would be happy to help you. Should we do that before we do our new one with the record shop? Probably we can do that today. So let's go in and see Luna. Hey Luna. Hey, still same old me? Wow, it has been just weeks since I saw you last, my friend. Since that whole incident, I've had to be more cautious with things. Yeah, no kidding. I need to finish installing these security cams so I won't keep you. Honestly, in this town, that seems like a bare minimum, Luna. Oh, by the way, my bestie had to move in a hurry, so her stuff might look a bit messy. It's cool, I don't judge. Alright, let's go and have a look. I don't remember if we put that there, or if Luna has put that there, but quite honestly, I feel like we maybe put that there, but also I don't feel like that's a bad choice, given that you had a literal stranger living in your apartment. Luna is still watching the same TV show, so you do you, I guess. Let's check out the bedroom. Oh, we've entirely packed everything up. This bed is glitching. Who wants to sleep in a cursed bed? Alright, well let's fix that first. Good. Alright. Now, we give it both... I mean, you didn't have to take this whole wall out. You could have had separate bedrooms. I feel like the secret space was definitely big enough to have just like a bedroom of her own. Now this one was Luna's because it had Nyla's bones on it. And she's a single pillow girl. Remember that goes on that. This seems, I think this was probably the new roommate. Okay, we're dealing with a very different aesthetic. Again, this looks like it might just be a single pillow situation because of the style of pillow. And then we've got our little Nyla doormat. Oh, and this is new. This is a little beanbag situation. That's fun. Oh, love that rug. Love that rug. Oh, they had a TV, didn't they? Or Nyla did it. I don't know. The dog had a TV. Luna had a TV. So maybe we want to create like a living room situation here. Yeah, that works. Okay, if we, I forgot that that Luna had a, like a whole gaming setup. Oh, we both do. Okay, all right. Like we could have it facing. Right, get out of the way. We could have it facing like into the room, like away from the room. Let's see how that looks. Can we have it facing that way? We can. We have them sat next to each other to play games. Can you turn the light on? Oh, it's so much better. Okay. Oh, look at this. This is so, like, it's like Umbreon and Espeon have gaming setups. I wonder if I like streamers and they like they sit next to each other to stream. I see that we've not really upgraded our comfort game. We're still not prioritizing that at all. We're just gonna sit on the most uncomfortable like dining chairs. Can we move the switch? No, I mean that seems fair. Let's put that there. Can we? I don't know if the new roommate has got a bedside table. Probably won't answer that question for a bit. Anime poster. Pink foam vinyl record. This must be the new roommate's thing. Yeah, look at that. Cool jazz. Yep. There's Shiba Inu wall art. Let's put all of the Inu stuff back over here. I'd like to put it down here, like a bedside table. Hanging frame. Engraved on the frame, first time diving together. That's very cool. Oh yes, we cannot forget our Shiba pillows. And the teddy bear. And these little figurines. Let's have our trash bin over here. Rotary phone? I mean, I guess this might be the new roommate's thing. Cyber clock. This belongs to Luna, so perhaps at the end of the bed. So you do have to get up some ways to turn things off. A red lacquered mini fridge. I feel like the roommate might be cooler. The Pet Squad series. Very cool. A blue enamel mug. Let's put that on the desk. Bedside lamp. Does that go on here? Yes. And a plant. And a dewy succulent. That's cute. And another plant. Beige wool boots. Let's put the boots over here out of the way. And more slippers. I put these around the wrong way, but I don't care. That's cute. I think that's really cute. They've got a lot of space between them to separate their space. They can still sit and play games together, and then they've got their gaming set up in the corner as well. Lovely. We need to do the bathroom, which I think is downstairs. Okay, let's see. Another shelf. Let's pop that up here. Let's pick these. We had the shoes out here before. I think that. Yeah, let's just pop them by the door. Another towel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these over and then put the towels next to each other. And then another toothbrush set. A makeup box. Put that in there. Makeup brush set. Maybe that could go up. Another makeup box. And then pads. They could fit in the drawer. Yeah, they do. Cool. Feels like a very empty shelf up there. Does that fit up there? It does, yeah. It's cool. And then it's a curling iron. It does look like a sword. In fairness, it does look like a sword. Alright. Is that everything? We done? We've done! Settle task. Client satisfaction feedback. Earning summary voucher 300 XP 50. Excellent. Which art master made this masterpiece? Well, you know, I don't like to brag. New mail. Let's check our new mail. It says, this is from Melody. You've helped us a lot. Since I'm living with Luna now, I'll just let you rent my old place for free. As for the lease, 10,000 years, no need to thank me too much. From Melody. We have a new apartment. That is super exciting, especially since we can buy more furniture. Oh, an incoming call. Hello, this is Cheryl. Sorry for calling you so suddenly. Astrawix, you're someone I truly trust. Lady, I literally just unpacked some flour for you. There's something I've been thinking about for a long time. Please come to the alchemy workshop on the west side of town. Let's talk in person. Okay, we've got a number of tasks now, which I think will probably wait until next episode. I feel like what I might do is buy some more furniture. Maybe at the start of the next episode, and then we can go and check out our new apartment, and then decide which of those tasks we want to do. We've got the music store. We've got going and talking to Cheryl at the alchemy place. So I feel like we've got a number of things that we can do next session. So I will leave this episode here. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode. Thank you for spending time with me while we play this game, Whisper of the House. I will, as I said, link the whole playlist in the description below. If you have enjoyed today's episode and you want to stay up to date with the series, then do feel free to give me a like and subscribe. so that you can stay up to date with the rest of the series and further coming series as we play more games. If not, that's absolutely fine. It's up to you. I'm not the boss of you. Either way, thank you, and please have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye bye.